Hi Lily, today is November 1st, and I am more than happy as always to make these video lessons for you. I hope you have fun today. And as always, I really like these video lessons because, again, you can always go back to them, right? As opposed to a live lesson, which has its benefits, obviously. But this you can always come back to and play along with me, right? Again, it's a workout buddy. I'm your workout buddy. I'm your practice buddy. It's kind of an encouraging thing, right? So what I want to do today is focus on piano. I've had a lot of fun with you with singing, and that's been great. And you have piano class, I know, at school. But I want to get into this new book. You have the green book, book 2-3. It's something I want to just get a little bit into. I still want you playing those fun Christmas songs, obviously. But I just want to get a little bit into this book. So I want to start. I know that we played this a long time ago. The very first song in the book is Get Away on pages 2 and 3. It's actually based on William Tell's overture, the main theme from it, themes from it. So I want to start with that one. So I know this one it's not technically new, Lily, but it's gonna feel kind of new. Okay, so I'm gonna go kind of slowly. It's thumbs, share, C, middle C position. Okay, and then I want to do the next one too. But this is kind of a warm up, but it's kind of new. Okay, so remember, as always, you can stop, play it by yourself, stop my video and play it by yourself. You can go back later. You can play just one hand, whatever you want to do. But this is Get Away on page 2. I failed to play the pedal where I should have. I just want to make that clarification. I sort of moved to that middle D position where you see in the red letters down at the bottom of the first page, it says move to middle D position. I kind of did it, kind of didn't. And the pedals. I was just so trying to focus on getting those notes right. It is Allegro. I know I went a little bit fast. So that's the only thing in this song, Lily, that I'm going to warn you about as you play this is once you get to middle D position. So I was using the pedal there, kind of showing you it's much easier when you actually go to middle D position, which I didn't do. I was just looking purely at the notes. When you think of positions, it's actually very nice. So on page 4, we talked about introducing dotted quarter notes. On page 4, we talk about how, if you have a quarter note with a little freckle, I call it beside it, a dot beside it, it means the whole note, the entire note is worth, I like to think of it this way, 3/8 notes. A quarter note is worth 2/8 notes. A dotted quarter note is worth 3/8 notes. You're just adding on an extra eighth note. That's how I like to think of it. That's much more accurate. So let's play together, or try together, at least one hand, Lily, Page 5, Alouetta. This is normal C position, the big kid, C position where 1 is on C, left hand 5 is on C. Okay, so thankfully it doesn't move, okay? But I am counting. I'm counting my eighth notes. In order to be accurate, I've got to count them. Now, again, you don't have to count them, but then, like I used to, not count eighth notes, how many eighth notes are in each kind of note or whatever, but then you're just guessing, which is what I did. And to me, that's very annoying. And I'd much rather know for sure how long something is than be like, oh, I guess kind of this long. I did that for a long time and I couldn't stand it, right? It's much better to subdivide, is the word for it. Subdivide and go, okay, yeah, now I know how long everything is. So this, play along with you, I'm going to try to go a little bit more slowly than the last one, is Alouetta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. It's really pretty, and obviously it's a song we hear sometimes when we're growing up, when we're little, but this is a much more sophisticated version, right, of that song than that. Now, if you're ready to move on, Lily, I'm gonna play Lavender's Blue for you just to hear. You don't have to try Lavender's Blue. I want you to try the first two, but you don't have to try Lavender's Blue. I'm just going to play it for you. That's the next song in the book. It involves an interval of a sixth. So a fifth is where you involve, like C to G is a fifth. That's a fifth. C to G. D to A. That's a fifth. Well, now we're talking about doing a sixth. C to A or D to B. It's very melodic, so it's known as a very melodic interval. It's used in a lot of very pretty melodies, right? Very famous melodies. So, it's just beautiful. It kind of moves the melody along. But anyway, this is just for listening. But like I said, if you want to try it, I know you're ambitious. If you want to try Lavender's Blue, just hands separate or without me, stop the video and just try it on your own. That's great. But otherwise, I'm just going to play for you Lavender's Blue. It's mezzo forte. And allegro moderato. So it means moderately fast, moderately cheerfully, right? So in this song, the only sixth, like we're talking about, which is why the page 6 discusses it, on page 7 in Lavender's Blue, you're going to have to play a sixth. But the good news is you don't have to worry about anything but C to A. Oh, yeah, and then C to A in the left hand too, Lily. So if you look at the second line, third measure, in the left hand, you're going to go, it says 1 and 5, Lily, but you can see it's a bigger space apart. I'm playing a sixth, C and A, then C and G, then C and F, then C and E. That's all. And then in the right hand, you're going C, A, A, A. So the only sixth interval you have to worry about in this song, or think about in this song, is C to A. Nice. So like I said, give it a try. It's a very pretty song. Alouette for sure, and Getaway for sure. And we'll do some more Christmas singing and that kind of thing. But we're getting into the book. The book is great. You need the challenges that are in it, but keep playing Christmas songs on the piano too. You're doing a great job. We'll see you next week.